Steve, obviously missed out last weekend. How is the health?
Yeah, a lot better now, thanks. Yeah, I had a bit of a bug last week, so a couple of days laid up in bed, but fully recovered now, and looking forward to the game.
And obviously Harry played last week. He doesn't let Cheltenham down, does he? Obviously, keeps you on your toes to keep that place.
Yeah, of course. That's why he's here. I thought he played very well. Told him after the game he's a great player. He's got everything you want as a centre half, and he'll be a great prospect, and hopefully he can make a good career out of the game. And he's a good player, and he's certainly going to push us this season.
And do you feel that at your age you need that as well? Is that good for you?
Yeah, of course it's good. Yeah, it's good all over the team, and it's no different. Me and Benno. I know we had a good partnership last season, but that stands for nothing this season. Harry's pushing, and as we all did when we were young players. You want to get in there and you want to play, and it's up to us to keep him out. And if Harry gets in there, then he's got to try and keep one of us out. So yeah, it's all good competition.
And you look at the unit as well. Billy Jones has come into the mix instead of Luke Garbutt, and I suppose there's a bit more height and a bit more experience in there added to the back four. Yeah,
of course. There's no getting away. Garbutt was a good player, a great lad, and he's going to have a great future in the game. But Bill's come in. You can't always keep your lone players. Garbutt, he'll want to play higher, and obviously Everton will want to do what they want to do with him. But Bill's come in from Exeter, like you said, a good experienced player. Old head, so he's been about. So it's a good addition, and obviously his performances pre-season have proved that he's a good, solid left back.
And as someone who plays on the left side of the centre of the defence, how important is your relationship with the left back?
Yeah, of course. All the partnerships across the pitch are important, and no different with me with the left back. We had a good partnership with Luke last season, and Bill's the same, and his positional sense is second to none. So it should work out well, and hopefully we can develop that as the season goes on.
Dagenham Redbridge this Saturday. Does it really matter who you play at the start of the season, because neither side's going to know that much about each other? There's no form to go on because of pre-season. Nobody really plays their strongest 11 for 90 minutes. All those sort of things are a factor at this stage, aren't they?
Yeah, you don't. Like you say, you don't really care who you play at the start of the season. It's just important that you're mentally right and you're physically right. And I think, like you say, teams chop and change, and it's different from season to season. Like, I'm sure a lot of teams didn't expect us to be in the playoff final last season, but we produced some fine performances and shocked a few people. So you've got to be on your toes. You've got to be aware, and all games in this league are going to be difficult. So we know it's going to be a real tough test for us, and we've got to go out there mentally and physically right.
And is it harder to beat teams at the start of the season because no one's low on confidence, are they?
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, form doesn't even matter in pre-season as well. So it's a difficult game, especially your first one at home. You want to perform. You want to give the fans something to shout about. So it's just a case of being mentally right, and if you're mentally right, that's half the battle won already. So we're going to get ready this week and look forward to a great game.
Obviously there's a bit of expectation on Cheltenham this year. Can you embrace that? Can that actually be good for the team and the squad?
I don't think there's any more expectation than probably from the fans and outside, but as players last season we had our own expectations, and that's where we wanted to be in the top end of the table. So our expectations for ourselves from last season haven't changed, and that's where we want to be again. It's just now that we've got the little added pressure of the fans want it as well, and I don't think it will affect us too much. I think we'll just try and do everything that we did right last season, do it again and add bits onto that.
And I suppose if you're the one setting the expectations and you're the one setting the bar, then you've got to be happy with that because you're in control.
Yeah, exactly. You only want to affect what you can affect. It doesn't really matter what people are saying or the papers are saying. Relegation candidates, promotion candidates, whatever. It doesn't really matter as long as your head's right and you've got your goals and your targets and you're meeting them. And at the end of the day, if we can do that, then we'll be up there again.
Thank you. Good luck.
Cheers.
Steve, Alan Bennett said you were one of the players who was sort of lifting everyone up a bit after the after Wembley in the changing room? Because obviously there was a lot of disappointed players. Do you think there'll be any sort of hangover from that, or do you think everyone's recovered now?
No, I don't think so. I think the group's a good young group, hungry group. So yeah, I mean there was a lot of disappointment after the end of last season, but I think you get over it. You're conditioned in football to, if you lose on a Saturday, then you've got to get yourself up the next week for the next game. So I think it's in there anyway, where you get over the losses pretty quickly. And I know it was a big loss and a big disappointment, but I think the lads are over it now and are looking forward to a new season.
Yeah. Do you think you were able to see the positives maybe a bit early, because you've been there and done it at a number of different levels, maybe to see the positives of the season rather than just being gutted about that result?
Yeah, of course. I mean, your whole season comes down to one game, and I think if you look at the chances we've had through the game, we should have got something from the game. And it's just one of them things where on the day it didn't quite happen for us, and we could play them another 5 times and beat them 4 times, and lose the once. But it's just one of those things that you get over, and you look to the future and remember it and learn from it.
Yeah, if you look at your 2 seasons at Cheltenham so far, obviously the results were a lot better last year. Do you think your form was better last year, or do you think it was just playing in a better team?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both, really. I think your form tends to pick up when you do play in a better team, along with confidence. And yeah, I mean, it was a good season for me last season. And struck up a good partnership with Alan, as I've said before, and that brings out the best in people, especially the continuity as well.
Yep.
So yeah, hopefully we can do it again this season. But like I said earlier, there's plenty of competition, so no one's guaranteed.
Yep. You had a little bit of a cough, didn't you, at one stage last season, but pretty consistent. You and Benno both played a lot of games. Would you be happy with the same amount of games this season?
Yeah, of course I will. Yeah, obviously not getting any younger, so you want to play as many games as you can. So, yeah, anything over 30, 40 games this season will be superb for me. Yeah.
Yeah, and you still got that hunger there. It's like moving into your 34th year.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you never lose that. You don't just lose that. It's just in you naturally. So yeah, I mean, like last season was a disappointment, and we want to go one better. And I'm the same as everyone else. I just want to be successful, especially now, like you say, I'm in my 34th year. Yeah. So yeah.
And how do you think the fitness levels are? Because you've obviously worked hard during pre-season, but you didn't have the 120 minutes that some of the lads had last year. But have you been doing extra work to sort of top up your levels? Yeah,
I feel fit and strong. I started the season well last season. I was very fit, and we've sort of gone along the same programme as that. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty fit and strong, and just ready to go now.
Yep.